I believe that we need to learn how to use sorrow in the same way that Jesus did, to use it as a call for help and not a reason to hide. If Jesus' emotions became so heavy that he needed to be surrounded by friends, how much more will we? And yet, isn't our natural response to sorrow to go and hide? Isn't our natural response to sorrow to go inward, to kind of isolate ourselves? We don't just see it in ourselves. We don't just see it in each other. We even see it in Scripture. When Elijah became overwhelmed with sorrow, when he became overwhelmed with frustration, what did he do? He ran away. He decided, I'm the only one who understands this. I'm the only one who feels this. And when the angel came to him, what did he say? Your journey is too much for you. And so God came alongside him, gave him the strength to go meet with God. And then when Elijah met with God, what was it that God ended up giving Elijah? He gave him several promises and several responsibilities. He told him, go and anoint the next king. He said, go and anoint Elisha to follow you as the prophet. And then he made him this promise. I have 7,000 that have not bowed their knee to Baal. So what was God telling Elijah? You've never been alone, but now in Elisha I'll give you a partner so that you'll know you're never alone. When Elijah wanted to isolate in his sorrow, God pushed him into fellowship. God pushed him into friendship, because sorrow is a call to each other, not to ourselves. This is yet another point in our call to be devoted to fellowship. Being like Jesus is to not only share in the sorrow of others, but it's also to share our sorrow with others. It's not to be fine, it's to be honest. If we leave fellowship when our lives are difficult and our emotions are weighty, we are not being like Jesus. We do not find relief in isolation. We find hope, we find healing, and we find strength in fellowship. If you are struggling and you have disconnected from fellowship, you have not found your answer, you have deepened your sorrow. It's not that fellowship takes care of the sorrow, but in fellowship we find strength for the sorrow.